MLB bets and analysis Thursday, August 22nd. Yesterday, what a day we had. 2-0. Twins money line cashed out at plus 105, and Mets money line also won with another walk-off winner. We had one Monday and we had one Wednesday. What an electric way to end those games, guys. That's why we do this, right? You want to see those endings. They're electrifying. They pump you up and they get you excited for the next day. Now, for today, guys, got a big slate for you guys, and we're going to have plays that you guys are going to be able to take, because the games are at night for today, and most of these times the videos come out typically around 2 to 3 p.m. So yesterday, you guys missed the Mets, but you guys got the Twins, and that's the advantage about being in my community or getting my place. You don't miss any of those actions. Now, for today, guys, Hard Rock app. Saw a little comment yesterday that I didn't show my tickets or my Hard Rock app. Here it is, guys. Twins money line yesterday, Mets money line, Mets on Tuesday, which we lost for 5,000, and Mets money line was our Monday play as well. So 3-1 on the week. We're up around 3,000, give or take. Yesterday was a really big day, and we're looking to continue the momentum today, guys. So Saturday and Sunday, I will not be doing these videos. Next week's going to be a busy week for me as well, so you guys are aware. So there's going to be limited amount of videos next week. Now, I have transferred over my packages and my subscription to Winnable, where you can come in here now. You can click the link below and get a week pass, month pass, parlay pass, or I've just opened up the football season pass. The beauty about this is you can pay it in monthly installments. So you can pay for as little as $63 a month. You get all my plays through Super Bowl Sunday, or you can get my weekly pass at a payment plan or pay it in full, and guaranteed to not miss any of my plays. So just a little ad, because a lot of you guys have been DMing me separately, like, where do I get your plays? You don't post a website regarding where to buy your packages. Well, here it is, guys. I transferred over to Winnable. The plays will be texted to you directly to your phone every single day, and the process is going to be a lot smoother and better. So if you're interested in that, click that link below and join. The NFL and football pass will be limited to 10 people only, because at this price, it's early bird price. So lock it in. Today, it will be sold out. Now, for today, guys, let's get to the money, guys. Got 4 plays that I am going to cover. 2 of them I will be covering here in the YouTube, because the first 2 will be early plays that you guys won't be able to take. So first game, Philadelphia at Atlanta, guys. I created my line for this game, and I had Philadelphia a slight favorite. Philadelphia right now is a less injured team and playing a little bit better right now all around. When we look at matchups right here, it's rather even altogether. Atlanta hasn't seen Sanchez too well, and Philadelphia has not seen Atlanta Braves pitcher either, other than Turner that has an RBI, but nothing too significant. Now, what stands out to me in this game? What stands out to me today is the same situation that stood out to me yesterday for the Baltimore game. Bullpens are crushing games right now. Bullpens are tossing the games for teams like Baltimore, for teams like the Yankees, for teams like Philadelphia, and all this data is in covers.com. I urge you guys to use covers.com and play around with them and familiarize yourself with it, because it is very, very, very important, and it gives you a lot of information. So when we look at pitching right here, you can look at the last 5, and you can pull up the relievers for that, and you can kind of see what the matchup looks like. Philadelphia has been struggling with their bullpen. Atlanta has not been. And over the last 10, I think it's a little worse. 5.94, 3.99. So Atlanta's bullpen's playing a little bit better. They're home. They did just lose yesterday, a close game, which favors them for Game 3 in the series records. Philadelphia, after a win, are 13-11. Atlanta is 9-5 after a loss in Game 3. So altogether, guys, what I'm fading here is the bullpen. Both pitchers, to me, are going to pitch well. They're going to go to around 4 or 5 innings pitched, and then it's going to be a game of the bullpen, which right there, it favors Atlanta all day, every day. Now, one key stat that stood out to me for this game was the earned runs total, right? Sanchez has been playing really well. There's hype behind him because he just threw a complete game against the Nationals, which not that impressive, but regardless, still completed that game. But he's favored to give up more runs than Spencer for the Braves is today. So Vegas is making him favorite to give over 2.5 more runs here, as you guys can see in the Hard Rock app right here, by a slight bit. But this gives me even more confidence, because if they hit over 2.5 runs by the 5th inning, he's going to be out, and it's going to be a game of Philadelphia's bullpen, which we know has not been the best. Christopher Sanchez is another player that when we look at his splits, he does way better at home than he does away. And the numbers speak for themselves. 7-3 at home, 2.18 ERA. When he's away, he's 2-5 with a 5.53 ERA. Spencer, on the other hand, he does better away too, but nothing too crazy. The gap isn't as crazy. 3.98 to 4.11 ERA home versus away. Yes, he's slightly better away, but this one stands out a lot more. 2.18 to 5.53 ERA. That stands out a lot for me, guys. Now, one thing that obviously I always talk about, OPS, OBP, looking at that. Philadelphia is ahead right now in the OPS by a little bit. Atlanta Braves is 14. Philadelphia is 9th right now. But altogether, guys, what I mentioned before, I'm playing right now the game of the bullpen. I think this game is going to be rather close. It's going to come down to the end, and the bullpen is going to win the game for the Atlanta Braves. Yes, they're injured, but they still have bats to win. Yesterday, they put up 2. The prior day, they won the game pretty easily. And today, I expect them to bounce back from yesterday's loss. So that is going to be the play, which I'm going to bet live in front of you guys, as I always promise to do. Atlanta Braves, 5,000 to win 4,347. So the bet's been placed, guys. Now let's go to game 2. Padres at Mets, guys. Padres, we faded them yesterday versus the Twins. Full pitching matchup that we faded. Now this game, guys, Dylan Cease versus Severino, right? Dylan Cease has been regressing a bit. He had a hell of a couple of games where he threw a no-hitter. Had a couple games where he played really well. But when we start looking at data, this is kind of the end of his little run where he was pitching pretty excellently, August 6th. Because right after that, he started giving up more bases walked. Last game, he gave 5 bases walked. That's why he gave up 3 earned runs against Colorado. This is a sign, guys. If his walking numbers are increasing and his strikeouts are decreasing, that means he's losing control a little bit, which happens to every pitcher. No pitcher is going to be 100% every single game for the entire season, and we're seeing it a little bit here, right? Because in his prime, when he was dealing pitchers, for example, in his shutout game, 9 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher, and they've gone down over the last 3, and his walks have increased a little bit, right? Severino has been struggling a bit. Last time out, he pitched well against the Marlins, which to me is not impressive, but prior to that, he was struggling a little bit, and we see it. He gave up 6 earned runs against Seattle, Colorado, and Minnesota. So something to factor in. Now, let's see how these teams are hitting over the last 5 versus righties, rather even. Last 10, it favors the Mets. When we look at pitching matchups and relievers, both these teams' relievers have been performing well. Slight edge to the Mets in regards to relievers and when it comes to all pitchers altogether. When we look at OPS too, the Mets are ahead right now when it comes to this. So right now, obviously, Dylan Cease is quote-unquote the better pitcher, but you're catching a New York Mets team that had a huge win yesterday. They have momentum after walking it off twice this week, Monday and Wednesday. They have traveled, which doesn't benefit them, but their OPS is better. And one thing, too, that stands out for me in this game is the fact that Lindor has seen Cease pretty well. In 9 at-bats, he has 3 home runs. That means 33% of the time he has faced Dylan Cease, he's hit a home run. Those are numbers to be careful with a player that leads off and has been hot over the last couple of days. Alonso as well. He has 3 RBIs and 5 at-bats. That's amazing. When we look at Machado, he's the only player that has hit Severino well, but at 17 at-bats, which in 17 at-bats, you've hit 3 home runs. Yes, it's impressive, but not as impressive as Lindor. So the Mets have a slight edge in this end as well. Now, lastly, let's look at splits, guys. Does Dylan Cease do better at home or does he do better away? Pretty similar. He does a little bit better at home, factoring in ERA. Luis Severino does better at home as well than he does away. So what I like about this game, I'd take him plus 1.5, the Mets. Now, the line is pretty big, in my opinion, for this game. At plus 1.5, it's at minus 170. I'd like to see his line go down. But I think Mets have an opportunity to pull an upset at plus 130, guys. And to me, I factor odds in a lot, guys. And I'll give you guys a little lesson. If you guys are betting teams at all times, minus 150s, minus 170s, minus 180s, sure, you'll win. But in the long run, you're not going to profit much because you're basically investing $170 to win $100. Where you see how I play and try to take even money or plus money plays, unless it's a run line at plus 1.5 where I can cover my loss if they lose by 1. But odds are important, guys. You guys got to understand that just because you're winning doesn't mean you're going to profit a lot long term because you're taking big odds. And 1 loss will erase 3 games worth of profits because of the odds. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, DM me and I'll explain it a little bit better. But that's it for today, guys. Braves moneyline main play. Bullpen will stand out today. Braves at home. Bounce back game. Love them today. And we'll be back tomorrow, guys. As always, remember, if you guys enjoy, if you guys are growing, if you guys are liking this show, please share it. Shoot me a like on this video and comments. if you won yesterday, 2-0. I know a lot of you guys did. And that's it for today, guys. Awesome video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.